Today we are going to bake a baklava baked cheesecake, and absolutely business made less sweet. Happy holy month of Ramadan. Ramadan is very close. So the ingredients we have now is 1.5 cup of grinded pistachio and unmelted butter, 100 grams, and 4 eggs, 3/4 cup of sugar, limes, 1 teaspoon, and an extra vanilla, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 600 grams of sour cream, and a creamy cheese, a cheese. This is 300 grams. And I have also a pale pastry here. Then this is the brands that I'm always using it. Like that. This is our base to our baklava. Started pressing our pale pastry and put it into our prepared baking pan. Just keep pressing. It's a very tiny pastry. This is how it looks like, the pastry. And with the butter, this just cover all the baking pan. Now mix the sugar and the pistachio. Okay, just mix. Then after mixing, we are going to bring this into the pan. Pour over into the pale pastry. Then bring it into the baking pan. Pour it over pale pastry. Yes, slowly. Then press it. Then we're gonna leave it aside. We are going to mix our cheese. See? So to mix our cheese, here is the eggs, the lime zest, vanilla extract, vanilla essence, a spoon, and the sugar. This is a 3/4 cup of sugar. And the cheese. And the last is our sour cream. Okay. Start mixing, guys. See? You can see the mixtures. It's a little bit watery. Then you are going to pour into our lump over top on the pistachio. Then you are going to, of course, oven this to 45 minutes to 1 hour. With the temperatures of 175 or 180 degrees. Guys, people know this, especially if you're working here in Middle East. This is a shredded thin dough. You are going to make this one mixed with the melted butter. This is the buns that I always use it. So we're gonna grill this until gonna be golden and crunchy. This is how we do to our shredded dough. Pouring with some melted butter, and we are going to mix with our hand so that it will be coated well. Until you cannot see any white color. Then we're gonna oven this into high temperature until it will darker, golden, and crunchy. Here we go. My baked baklava cheesecake. I love it. Perfect, crunchy, golden, and perfect. The cheese. Look at that. So we are waiting to our shredded dough to be done, and we're gonna add it on top on this baklava baked cheesecake. Transferred already into a serving tray. Now we are going to add the shredded dough. But look at our pastry, guys. Perfect. Look crunchy. It is not dark gold and it's not really light gold. This is the perfect baking of this kind of cake. You can see the quality of the pastry is so crunchy. And this is the shredded dough. It's done, ready to add it into our baklava baked cheesecake. See how crunchy it is? How the shredded dough. Now, ready to add it into our cheesecake, I mean. See that? Spread it all over on top of this cake. Can see that? Okay. And we're gonna add it also grinded pistachio nuts. Not too much, just more than enough. Okay. Then now we add the syrup on top of the shredded dough because it's not enough sweet unless the sugar, isn't it? It is only 3 cup. So it needs to have a syrup. Today we are going to make an oat bake. This is very low calorie and we don't add any sugar in it. Just take a look, guys. The ingredients is I have rolled oat milk. This is organic, 1.5 cup, and I have 3 eggs and banana ripe, 3 banana ripe, and 1.5 teaspoon baking powder, and 3 tablespoons of organic cocoa powder, and also my maple syrup. This is this is the one I use it. Okay, and an oil, a cooking oil for our glazing. So guys, one thing you do is it's very quick and very easy and very low calories. You can just blend this whole ingredients. Okay, so this is our blender, and we put all the ingredients here. This is very quick. Okay. And the eggs, the oats, and the maple syrup. Take note, guys, there is no butter in it. And a cocoa powder, a baking powder. And just because I don't like the smell of the egg, I can add some. This is optional. Vanilla. If you don't like vanilla, don't add it. Then just mix it. That's nice. Very easy and very quick. And yummy, very low calorie. Very easy. Look at that. Look at that. It's done. Look at the oatmeal. The roll oatmeal. Done. Now we're gonna transfer this one into our ramekin. No sugar, no butter. This is good when you are coming from workout. So easy and very easy also to find the ingredients in your kitchen. Do you need to wish to have only a few ramekin? Just make it a half cup of roll-ups. Guys, everything I use it is organic. This one, just then we can pour our butter. Guys, believe me, this is very delicious, very yummy, and very low calorie. There is no butter, there is no sugar that we added in. Then we're gonna bake this one into 175 degrees Fahrenheit with only 25 minutes. So easy and quick. This is baked oats.
I wonder if she knows about the Home Center promotion. Why did I buy these sheets? Was I having a stroke?
That. Now we are going to open this for just only 25 minutes. See? Okay, we're gonna bring it into the guys. Look at that. It's done. Our oat bake is already finished. That. Yes. We leave this one to cool a little bit. Then we're gonna add a little bit topping with chocolate ganache. Or if not the chocolate. So we're going to melt this 100 grams of milk chocolate with this almond organic milk. A little bit. Diyan ako sa dalhin ko guys. Gonna make it boiled. Here's our melted chocolate. Now I'm gonna put it in the top of the just a little. So here we are. We are going to topping it. Look at that. Someone is waiting for breakfast out there. Look at this, guys. Trains our breakfast today. Just a little bit, not much. Look at that. See? It's not only pretty, but it's so yummy. So look at this. Our oat bake is already has a topping with a melted chocolate. Look at this. This is ready to serve. I'm gonna transfer this one. Yes, this is ready to serve. Look at that. It's ready on the tree. Our breakfast is ready. Quick as very quick. And this is only having 400 calories each serving. And we go. Now ready to eat our oat bake. Look at this. This is a very low calorie and no scared to it, no sugar, no butter. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. Phil99, a baking tutorial.
Qatar Building Company has successfully increased productivity while reducing costs and saving time. How? Thanks to Ooredoo's fleet management solution.
Today, I will show you how to make a very easy French brioche bread. You can see my ingredients, guys. So, I have all-purpose flour, 4 cups, half cup of fresh milk, room temperature, and 6 eggs, room temperature as well, a teaspoon of salt, and an instant yeast. I'm using instant yeast, 2 teaspoons. I prefer to use instant yeast rather to use an active yeast. More processed if you are using an active yeast. So what's the next? I have a cup of butter, unsalted soft butter, and a vanilla. This is optional. I use vanilla because I have a lot of eggs, so smelly the eggs. I don't like the smell of the egg. So I use vanilla, then granulated sugar, half cup. This is an ordinary granulated sugar, and of course, the eggs for brushing. And the loaf for baking. Guys, when we say brioche is very complicated bread. You know that. It takes a lot of time to prepare for this. But today, guys, believe me, just watching, I will show you how to make a very easy and quick to prepare a French brioche bread. But before anything else, I prepared also to use a hook because brioche dough is a little bit thin. So this is an easy way how to mix this dough because we need also a lot of air. It's produced a lot of air. We are using a hook. So here is our flour. Okay. Then, of course, the next is yeast. The yeast. And, of course, the salt, sugar, mix, just mix them, like that. Okay, then the milk. Yes. Then we're gonna add our eggs one at a time. Okay. We're gonna start mixing into a very low speed. You want that? Okay. The eggs. Okay. Just keep mixing while we are adding our egg. That. Keep mixing on it. Okay. Don't stop mixing. Okay. Okay. Keep watching. Keep watching, guys. Like that. Okay. Got that. Okay. Then we're gonna add our vanilla. Then guys, keep mixing on it until 12 to 15 minutes before we add our soft butter one at a time. So we are going to add our soft butter one at a time. Okay. Guys. watching. Look at that. This is easy way of baking brioche French bread. Look at that. Keep watching. Again, add the butter. Look at that. Now it's started to be our dough become thin. Look at that. Look at this. Then we're gonna start to scrub later the bottom of our bowl because there is something stick on it. Again, as I told you earlier, guys, we don't need to be complicated. If there is an easy way to make it, why we should go to the complicated way? So that is 2 cubes of butter left. Look at that. Look at that, guys. As I told you, keep watching. Look at what's going on our dough. The quality of our dough become thinner. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. This one into our bowl and we're gonna leave it approximately 60 minutes or 1 hour until double in size. You cover it into a plastic or a clean. Look at this. So guys, it's done. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Look. The best things, guys, how did you know that your dough is perfect? Perfect. Look at this. The dough will not stick on your fingertips. Look at this. See? So look at this. There is our brioche dough. It's already double in size. Perfect. Reason. It is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Look at that. Now we're gonna punch this. Like that. Then we're gonna put into our loop. This is nice. So here we go. We are going to grease our loaf. Okay. Okay. Now let's put our this. This is our brain stick. Perfect raisin. Very soft. You can do that. I'm gonna bite into balls. We form it into balls. Like this. Very soft. Look at that. And I'm gonna put it here. Like this. Let's continue. So look at this, guys. We're gonna leave it this one into 1 hour or 60 minutes. And then we have some here also. Yes. We can form it into cylinder. You see. Right. Then we're gonna leave it 1 hour or 60 minutes. Okay. Then we're gonna brush this one. We're gonna transfer this one into this one. Into this one. Okay. This, we're gonna leave this one. As I told you, 60 minutes. Then we're gonna brush it. Tablespoon of milk, fresh milk. Then I'm going to brush and clean. Just brush it a bit here. Okay. Then everyone, I'm gonna press this. Okay. We're gonna leave it this one for 60 minutes. We cover it with clean. Cover it with clean. Okay. Yes. Yes. We cover this one also. We're gonna set it aside for 1 hour. So here we go, our French brioche bread. Look at this, it's ready to oven. Look at that. Wow, it's the perfect dough. Look at this. Now our oven also is ready. This is 175 degrees. We're gonna oven this to 35 minutes. Look at that. So, there you go. This. See, look at that. Look at this, guys. Wow, it's perfect. I love it. Look at this. As I told you earlier, that just follow step by step on my recipe, and you can have a very delicious French brioche bread. Guys, you see how easy it is? Because when when you are practicing baking, we thought that baking is very hard. Making bread is very hard, but look at this. If you keep practicing on it, you will learn a lot. Really, you will learn a lot. And this is what am I. I keep practicing, I keep baking, I keep collecting recipes and adding some ingredients if how to be perfect. And yes, it is. I made it. Because if you have a passions of baking, you are wanted to do the best as you can. So look at this. Because somebody tried it to how to bake to make a brioche. It take a long time. But for this, no. For this kind of recipe, just follow step by step. Just follow in my channel. I will give you a very easy recipe. And you will, so we're gonna leave this one into the white rocks. Like this, then we're gonna slice after it totally cold. So we're gonna leave this one into the white rocks. We leave it to be cold, and we're going to slice. Look at that. Here we go. We're going to slice our bread. Look at this. See how crunchy it is? Wow, look at that. So pretty. Look at that. Perfect. See? This is nice. I knew you can do it, this. I knew you can do it. Look at this. Just follow my recipe step by step. Then you have a perfect, delicious French brioche bread. Hi guys, today we are going to make a ensaymada brioche. Why I call it brioche? Because my way of making ensaymada is the way of making brioche. So guys, the ingredients is 3 cups or 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm using all-purpose flour, and of course the instant yeast. This is 2 teaspoon and a half instant yeast, and half cup of sugar, granulated sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt, and 3 egg yolks, and melted butter, half cup of melted butter, and a half cup of water. I mix it together to be a lukewarm, and also a 3/4 cups of lukewarm fresh milk. One thing we do, guys, we just mix all the ingredients, and I'm using to mix with our dough is the hook. Look at that. So we are going to mix the dough of our ensaymada brioche. Look at this. Here, our flour. Flour. Then we're gonna add our yeast, our salt, first the sugar, Okay. And then you're gonna start mixing on it. Like that. Then we're gonna add our water and melted butter. Look at this. Okay. And the milk, the lukewarm first milk. Like that. Okay. Then we're gonna add the egg one at a time. The last video. Okay. Then keep mixing them until it well incorporated. Still we are in the very low split. This. Wow. Look at that. It's almost well incorporated. Look at that. Wow. It's quite pretty our dough. Look at that. We are in the high speed for just 5 minutes. Look at how it looks like our dough. So pretty. Look at that. Let's make it very well. Look at that. Guys, so pretty. Then we're gonna transfer it into our bowl. Here is our ensaymada brioche. So we're gonna leave this one into 1 hour for rising. Okay, to put it in the place that a little bit warmer. Guys, look at this. Our ensaymada dough. Ensaymada brioche dough. Look at this. Open it. Wow. Perfectly see. Look at this. So look at this, guys. This is our ensaymada brioche dough. It is a very perfect quality of dough. Yeah. But before I start to roll up this, I'm gonna grease our motor with a little bit of oil. This. Just brushing it, something like that. Actually, I have a lot of motor here. It's 24 pieces. 2 dozens. This is anything big. Maybe 6 or something. Okay. Then we're gonna start roll up. Just form it into cylinder. Just be divided into equal size. Yes. Okay. Again, now you make it, it's a medium size or the smaller size of inside my Yes. Just form it into cylinder. Then we're gonna form it into a circle. Like this. Then we're gonna put it here into our what it is to our motor. Just continue. See? Something like that. Our dough is very soft. Like this. A lot of air. It's rising perfectly. Okay. Just continue. Like this. Okay. So we're almost done. Like this. Then after this one, guys, we're gonna leave this one for an hours again before we're gonna put it into oven. Just I prefer to make a bread rather than to make a cake. Especially if you're gonna make a cake with customized cake, oh my God. It takes, 2 days ahead before you're gonna perfectly done. But this one, except the sourdough bread. The sourdough bread is very hard also to make it, but it's a healthy bread. Now I have maybe two, so like more. Guys, this is our ensaymada brioche. This is a little bit different to the ordinary ensaymada because it is, the way of this, how to make it is a way of a little bit similarity to the brioche. If you are familiar with the brioche, it is very famous in Paris or in Europe. Look at this. When you sometimes going to the Shake Shack burger, they are using a brioche buns. So this is a little bit similarity on it. Like this. So we're gonna leave this one into an hour before we're gonna put it into oven. It's ready to oven now. Look at that. So it is 175 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 to 35 minutes. So we're gonna wait 25 to 35 minutes. So guys, while our ensaymada is in the oven, I prepared for the topping. This is a craft cheese, a greatly craft cheese. Okay. This is a very light craft cheddar cheese and a sugar, and of course the melted butter. So we are ready our ensaymada to be done. Then we're gonna start topping on it. Here we go. Our ensaymada brioche is already cooked, and we keep it cold a little bit before we're gonna start putting on top. Putting a topping on it. Look at that. Wow, I smell the bread. So delicious. Like this, guys. So we're gonna leave it, and I'm gonna cover it a kitchen towel just for a while to avoid, crunchy on the top. Wow. Wow. Love it. Just like cover it, kitchen towel, just for a couple of minutes until it's gonna be cold. Guys, our ensaymada is ready. We're gonna remove into the molder. This. This. So we are going to dip it into or a brush. We're gonna brush some melted butter. We are going to brush our ensaymada with the melted butter. Look at that. Just brush it all the way. Look at that. We make it a little bit, a little bit wet because we're gonna roll this one into a granulated sugar. Like this. Okay. Just continue. Look at that. I smell You know, the smell of this ensaymada smells so delicious. Look at this. I call this one an ensaymada brioche because this is a ensaymada is a a sweet bread, and the way that I make it is the similarity a little bit to brioche. Brioche is a very famous in you know in Europe, especially in Paris. I love their brioche there so much. And when you are going to Shake Shack Burger, they are using also the brioche bun. So now we are going to dip our ensaymada to the sugar. Look at this. Roll it. Something like that. Like that. See? All the way. I love ensaymada so much, but I avoid myself to eat this a white bread or a sweet bread because it's very dangerous the sugar diabetic so almost there. Look at that. Just roll up. Okay. Look at that. Have 3 left more. Look at this. I love this one with cappuccino. Look at this. Or, the American coffee, the black coffee. I love this. Look at this. Then we are going to put a grated cheese. This cheese, guys, is this is a cracked cheese. Okay, this is a very light flavor. This is a Kraft cheddar cheese. Look at that. Sometimes we use this one into the steam rice poto. You know that? Ensaymada is very famous in our country because this is our favorite snacks. Look at that. Just put it on top. And sometimes it's not gonna be stick at all. So here we go. We're gonna put this one on the tree. Look at this. Ready to serve. As I told you earlier, guys, I am prepared to make a lot of, dough or a bread rather than to make a cakes, especially the customized cakes. It's very hard, It's, take a lot of time. But this one, no, especially if you are busy, you could not stay long time in the kitchen. So, what this? I have now a delicious ensaymada brioche. This is ready to serve now. I put it a little bit of cheese because nobody likes cheese, only me, myself. I don't know, I love cheese, but my husband don't like cheese. When he eating something that there is a cheese, he remove the cheese. And I'm sure if you're gonna eat this, he will remove the cheese. So, but for me, anyway, I exercise myself to eat some healthy food, especially a bread, because I love bread. I love pastries. So, did I try not to eat too much of those pastries and bread. Now I tried to eat a brown bread. There we go. Look at that. This is our ensaymada brioche. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. Bill 99, the baking tutorial. See? Guys, it's very easy, you know. As I told you earlier that I'm prepared to make a bread rather to make a cake. Look at this. Hi, today we are going to make an exotic chocolate tiramisu cake. So guys, why we call it the exotic chocolate tiramisu cake? Because I'm using this exotic molder cake. This is the silicone exotic molder cake, and the ingredients is 400 grams of cream cheese, and 1.5 cup of icing sugar, 2 tablespoons of coffee, Nescafe, and 3 teaspoons of gelatin plain, and 1/3 cup of whipping cream, and of course our Italian sponge biscuits or fingers. Actually, if you want to start into zero, you can use also, you can bake a genius sponge cake instead of this. But if you are hurry, you can buy also this one into the market. That this is what you call Italian sponge fingers biscuits. And also this is our chocolate dessert bars, and also our organic almond milk. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this exotic molder into a freezer for just a couple of minutes. So while we are waiting, our exotic molder can be frozen. We're gonna melt our chocolate dessert with this almond organic milk. Just we mix it together. So that is, guys, we're gonna leave this one to melt at the low temperature so that our chocolate will not be burned. Okay. Like this, it almost melted all the chocolate. Like that. So look at this, guys. It's already melted. Now we are going to bring out our exotic molds. Our exotic molder. Our frozen, it's very cool. Frozen exotic molder. We're gonna pour our melted chocolate in it. This. Then I'm gonna do like this. Then make it upside down. Then we're gonna put it back into freezer. Like this. Then we are going to mix our cream cheese, icing sugar, and of course the whipping cream and the gelatin. So we're gonna add a tablespoon of cold water into our plain gelatin. Just leave it for a while, and we are going to mix our. Guys, this is our cream and cream cheese and icing sugar. We are going to mix that. Keep mixing. Guys, this is our plain gelatin. We're already going to melt it on the heat. After putting some cold water, leave it for a while. Then, voila, it's already melted. And then it's ready to put it into our cream cheese. So, it's ready now. Then continue mix it. And after a while, we're gonna add the whipping cream. We're gonna add our whipping cream. Continue mixing. Until well incorporated. Now our cream cheese is already done. Look at that, so creamy. So we're gonna set aside first. What we're gonna do is we're gonna melt our Nescafe over here. Look at this. With this 200 ml of water. Or if not, you can use also a warm water. This is a room temperature. Look at that. Just mix it. Like this. Then we're gonna bring out our exotic chocolate molder. So look at this, guys. Now first we're gonna we're gonna pour half of our cream into this molder. Okay. Yes. Yes. Then our Italian sponge biscuit fillers. As I told you guys, you can start this one into zero. You can make by your own with the sponge biscuit using a Genius sponge cake. So we're gonna dip this one into our coffee and arrange it something like this. Look at that. Okay, just continue. Just dip this one. Then until it's gonna be covered all over. This. It's already covered all over on the top of the cheese. So we're gonna add more another cheese, the half of those cream cheese.
So look at this, guys.
So look at this, guys. Now it's done. We're gonna put it into a fridge before we serve. This is the one, guys. Look at that. It's already molded. And look at it. So chocolate is frozen. Look at this, guys. Yes. Slowly. Look at that. This is our chocolate. I mean exotic chocolate tiramisu cake. So guys, don't forget to subscribe YouTube channel Dole99, the baking tutorial. So some chocolate powder. This. So this is what we call exotic chocolate tiramisu cake. So this is ready to serve. Look at that. Actually, guys, we are going to make the upside down pineapple cake. Actually, this is not a traditional upside down pineapple cake. This is my own version of pineapple cake. Our ingredients is 375 of sliced pineapple in can, and 100 grams of butter, 1/3 cup of or a half cup of brown sugar, and a 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 6 eggs, 1 cup of flour, and a half teaspoon of baking powder. Of course, cinnamon powder. Approximately, I mix it with half teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and the vanilla. I use vanilla is 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla, because I'm going to make a Guinness sponge cake to be my upside down pineapple cake. So first we're gonna mix the butter and the sugar.
the brown sugar for our base. So we continue mixing, guys. Then we mixed the sugar and the butter. Then we are going to add the vanilla. Okay. And the cinnamon powder. Half teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Just mix together. Just keep mixing to make it creamy. Now this is so creamy. Like that. We're gonna put into our base pan. So here we go. We have our wax paper here. One thing I do is I remove the wax paper in my pan. Then I gonna spread my butter on it. This is what I do, guys. Like this. Then I gonna spread it. Spread it on my wax paper. So that I remove it from the pan because I can spread it even. Then we can put the pineapple on top. So it's all, I put it already on the base. Now we're gonna arrange the pineapple. Okay. We should cover all the base. So arrange the pineapple all over. Let's continue. This. It's almost done. This. Yes. Now everything is covered. It's covered away the slice of pineapple. So we're gonna leave set it aside. We're gonna mix our leguminous sponge cake. Now, 6 eggs and a 3/4 cup of sugar. Vanilla and a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. We can mix it together. Okay, then we put it up nicely. Mix it just 10 minutes. Now our butter is ready. You can put it very low speed. Then we're gonna scoop the flour one at a time. See to it that there's no lump on the butter. And it will not be overmixed. Keep mixing, leave it until we don't see anything lump in the butter. Look at that, guys. Now it's clear. So we're gonna pour our butter into our baking pan. So here we go, guys. We're gonna pour our butter on the pineapple. Yes. So here we go, guys. Everything is ready to open. Look at this. So we're gonna open this one to the temperature of 175 degrees Fahrenheit and 30 minutes or less. Approximately 30 minutes or less, maybe 25 minutes, we will see. We finish our pineapple upside down, okay? Now we're gonna transfer into our serving plate. So here we go, guys. Our pineapple upside down cake. My own versions of pineapple upside down cake. Look at that. The smell of the cinnamon and the vanilla is so delicious. I love it so much. And you know, this is very soft because I'm using a Kenya's sponge cake. Look at that. Wow. The best. Because the traditional upside down the pineapple cake is a little bit heavy, and this one when you eat it it's a little bit light, and you can taste the pineapple very delicious, and then the aroma of the vanilla and together with the cinnamon powder, it's so nice. Look at this. Love it. Okay. Then I made it about upside down, something any kind of upside down. Because it's not heavy. Believe me, guys. Try it in your kitchen. And this is good for snack, dessert. So don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, the 99, the baking tutorial. Hi guys, today we are going to make an energy balls. Energy balls, it's a very famous today. If you are a habit to go to gym, you are able to eat this kind of energy balls. You will not scared to eat with this because this is a lot of minerals and protein. So guys, I will show you the ingredients of how to make a coconut dates energy balls. Our ingredient is 2 cups of dates, seedless dates. Look at that. And you can, this is optional guys, you can use walnuts or pecans, but I prefer to use walnuts because pecans is not really much in the market. We could not find it easily. So walnut is easily to find it in the market. So 2 cups of grinded walnuts and 1 cup of organic desiccated coconut and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of what do you call this one? Salt, iodized salt, and a spoon of vanilla essence, and our sesame paste. Then we put next the nuts. Just mix all together. And our coconut. And of course, the cinnamon powder, the salt, and the vanilla, and our sesame seed. No, I mean sesame paste. Look at this. We scoop it because it's a little bit sticky. Okay. This is 2 tablespoons of sesame seed. Sesame paste, I mean. Now we are going to mix in a very low speed. Guys, just leave it mixing into a low speed until well incorporated. Guys, look at that. Our energy balls, the dates, and the coconut almost be incorporated. Just keep mixing, guys. Look at that. Put it in a very low speed. If not, it's going to fly away over on your bowl. Because, you know, dates is dry, and we mix it with nuts and coconut, still dry. But when we keep mixing on it, so it will be well incorporated. You can mix it together and you can form it into a balls. Just keep watching. You can see now how the quality comes out our dates and coconut with nuts. Look at that. Guys, look at that. Now we're gonna switch off our machine. Guys, look at this. Now, look at that. It's ready to look. To mold balls. Look at that. And you can see there is a little bit oil because of the sesame paste. Sesame paste is giving also more taste to our energy balls. Look at that. So look at this. This is our coconut dates. Then you're gonna form it into ball. Look at that. The quality of our coconut dates is not hard, medium soft. And this is our desiccated coconut. We're gonna roll our balls on here. So we're gonna start.
Here we go. This is our energy balls, the dates, coconuts, and the walnuts. And look at that. I form the balls and roll it into our desiccated coconut. And we're gonna put into a very small cupcake papers. Look at this. It's the one. Okay. Then we keep it aside. And we continue on it. You know, guys, I want to share it with you that one of my friends told me to make up that energy balls because she's an instructress and she always eating for that. So she told me to mix it walnuts, coconuts, and dates. I'm just wonder why it should have the energy ball has walnuts. So I found out that walnuts are loaded in unsaturated fats that are also known as a good fats. Anyway, you know, some women or some people they use keto diet. Keto diet, you should eat a lot of fats, fats that has you know good fats. I mean that have no cholesterol. So this is we can eat this one also if you have a keto diet because they have no cholesterol and no trans fat and that can protect you from the heart disease. This is what I read it when I searched it. And aside from the heart benefits, walnuts are plant-based. They have, you know, 3 grams of protein. They say, and every 1 ounce of walnuts, it's you know, it's equivalent to 3 grams of protein. That's what they say. How did I know? This is what I'm reading on it. Then the protein is that is going to help to boost your energy. They say. So maybe because you know I tried it. That's why when I make it once, this kind of energy, I eat only maybe 25 grams of energy balls. Really, I never feel hungry. Just I drink it in only one energy balls and an American coffee. I never feel hungry. I eat around 8 o'clock. Then until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I never feel hungry. So maybe, and the dates is you know basically dates is a lot here in Middle East, and it is basically dried fruits and relatively high in sugar. You know they are a natural sweetener, so they offer a great way to add sweetness without sugar. You can mix that if you don't need any sugar. Just like you know the healthy sugars that I know is the coconut sugar. Yeah, I'm also using that one. If someone is on diet and they let me to make that kind of cake, so I use a coconut sugar. So they are also high in fiber, you know, and they slow down your digestion and help prevent blood sugar levels from spiking too high, especially those people who has you know high hypertension and they have hypertension because of their sugar. So maybe it's better to eat this, and you know, and you get also a sweet treat to eat that gives you lasting energy. Yeah, when you eat this, also the dates alone, you never feel tired. You never feel you know sleepy. So maybe it can help, you know, and also the coconut is, of course, we are known or the coconut is known in a high antioxidant, so it's good for fighting disease, but it's also high in saturated fats anyway.
So just be mindful of how much you use it. Of course, every guys, every food, even it is in low fat, or even it's listed that it's very low of calories, and it is 5% low of fat. If you eat too much with it, it's the same, nothing different at all. So we need to control our, how many food we're gonna eat every day. This is what I did to myself. So even you are eating every day of energy balls or what else you're gonna eat, if you eat a lot, so there's nothing happen to your diet anyway. But of course, we need to exercise to eat a healthy food, right? So guys, look at this. You can make it. It's very easy, and it's only 3 ingredients, and you can find it easily in the market. So here is our energy balls. We're gonna arrange it on the tree. This is ready to eat. Look at that. How easy it is to prepare this energy balls. And the ingredients is very affordable. Look at this. You have healthy habit of eating. Yes, try this. You never feel hungry when you eat this. Look at this. It's almost all in the tree for this. I love to eat this. So here we go. Yes, look at that. See how easy it is? So guys, don't forget to subscribe to Bill 99, the baking tutorial. Guys, today I show you how to make a New York style cheesecake. This is my version. So I have Philadelphia cheese, creamy cheese. This is 32 ounces of Philadelphia cheese, and 2 cups of digestive biscuits. You can use any biscuits as you like, and of course a cup of sugar. Actually, the sugar, if you want more sweet, you can add more sugar. But I want less of sugar because nobody like to eat a very sweet cheesecake. So this is only 1 cup, and 6 large of eggs together with the egg yolk, and of course 1 teaspoon of lime zest, 2 teaspoons of lime juice, and a half cup of sour cream, and 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and 5 tablespoons of melted butter, and a vanilla, and of course our spring form pan. This is actually 4 inch or to 5 inch, and we're gonna wrap this one. We're gonna wrap this one into a very heavy foil. So guys, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna mix the digestive biscuits together with this melted butter. So look at this, guys. We're gonna mix it together. Yes. Just take a look. Observe what I'm doing. Then I'm gonna press it with my fingers. Like this. Look at this. Should be level and equals. Then we're gonna wrap it, this spring form, into a heavy foil. Look at this. This one. Right? Then we're gonna leave it aside. We're going to mix our cheese. So guys, there is our 32 ounce of creamy cheese, the Philadelphia, with what is sugar. We're gonna mix it. This. Like that. We're gonna leave mixing until it will incorporate it. Then we're gonna add all the ingredients. Like that. Then we're gonna add our egg. Our sour cream. The 3 tablespoons of flour again, and the lemon cheese. I mean the lemon, yes, the lemon zest, and the lemon juice, like this, and of course the vanilla. We keep mixing it until it will incorporate it. This is our cheese. It's done. Then we're gonna pour it into our spring form pan. And guys, look at our cheese. We're gonna pour it into our pan. So we're gonna leave this one to oven for 1 hour and 30 minutes into 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes. I'm scrubbing that. Then look at this. I'm using a roasted tray on it. We're gonna pour some water to avoid burning the base of our cheesecake. Okay. So we're gonna put it. Our oven is ready now, so we're gonna put it inside. Just we're gonna leave this one for an hour and a half. So here we go, our New York cheesecake, my version. Look at that. This is already wobble. It's not liquidy. Look at that. So we're gonna leave this one into a wire racks. Leave it to be cold. Then we're gonna slice later before we're gonna serve it. Look at that. So guys, look at this. This is our New York style cheesecake. It's my version. Look, it's very dry. There's no single drop of water get inside in the cake. Now we are going to transfer our cake into a serving tray. And look at that, it's so perfect. The quality of our cake is not, really dry or watery. It is wobble and not liquidity. Look at that. So we're gonna transfer it into our serving tray. Perfect, But this is easy, very easy, just to follow the measurement of this cake. And look at that. And guys, if you are wanting to have uh, topping, you can top it a strawberry, any berries, or a caramel, or if not, a melted chocolate. But for me today, I gonna top it with the blueberries. Look at that, something like this. Just put it on top. And look at that. You guys, blueberries is my favorite. And sometimes it's strawberry because strawberry with chocolate, wow, it's very delicious. Look at this. Just something like that. Just enough, not more than enough. Then we're gonna leave it in the fridge. Then if you're gonna serve it, again, we're gonna drizzle an icing sugar. So here we go, guys. This is our New York cheesecake. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, Bell 99, the baking tutorial. Look at this. Look at the quality of our cheesecake. Look at the cheese. It's just like, something like the same in the Japanese cheesecake. Then, because we're going to serve this, we're gonna drizzle some icing sugar again. Then, so look at how beautiful it is. This is my versions of New York cheesecake. I love it, cheesecake, oven cheesecake or baked cheesecake is my favorite. You can by the way, you can bake this kind of New York cheesecake, but you can add some flavor. It's up to you what flavor you're wanting for. To change the taste or to add the taste. I'm going to make a sourdough. So I'm gonna start my starter. So we're gonna wait this for 3 days to have a sourdough bread. So now I have a starter with 200 grams of flour number 2, I prefer to use flour number 2. It's much better than all-purpose flour. The flour number 1 or the bread flour. So here we go. I start with this 200 grams of flour, number 2. Or if not, you can use the whole wheat flour. So I have 200 grams of water. So it is equal 200 grams of flour and 200 grams of water. This is filtered water or mineral water. You can use it. It's better. I mix the water and the flour together, and here's the one. Look at this. So we're gonna leave this one for 3 days. Tomorrow we're gonna fill it. Then for another days. Then after 3 days, we're gonna make a sourdough bread. Look at this. I will take this one. Today we continue to do our sourdough. This is my starter. After 3 days, this is the result. So we are going to make a sourdough bread now. This is my organic flour. This is the one. Whole wheat flour organic. And this is my all-purpose flour or bread flour. So we are going to mix this kind of flour, the whole wheat and the bread flour. And also we're gonna make separate one bread just only for organic flour or the whole wheat flour. We're gonna see what's the result. Because I made it last week ago. The result is very good. Yeah, and it was the taste is nice and it's not really heavy in your tummy. So we are going to make it. This one, the flavor is. I'm going to add the honey and the salt. So we are going to mix that. 100 grams of starter. Okay, 100 grams of starter and 200 grams or 250 grams of water and 450 grams of flour. And this is 2 tablespoons of honey. I should mix it together, and the salt, 1 teaspoon salt. And sometimes if you have rock salt, it's good also to put rock salt. So here we go. I can assemble it everything. This one is 250 grams of water. And of course, 1 tablespoon of honey. 1 tablespoon of honey. And 1 teaspoon of salt. That's it. And 150 grams of there. 150 grams of flour, but I mixed the whole wheat flour and the white flour. Just equal 225 and 225. Okay. Then we can fold this every 30 minutes and 4 times. Now we make our first fold. First fold after 30 minutes. As I showed you earlier that we make 4 times. 4 times fold strengthen of this dough. So we have like 7 hours to fold the dough and look at it. It's very small. This is what we are looking for. Very strong. One This is how the different reactions from the starter. Very nice. Soft dough. Baka positive ang extra air. So, I will leave this one again outside 2 to 3 hours. So the complete. I'm gonna shoot this one in 3 hours. Now we are Now we are in the final shape. Shadow. First, and then